it like rocket fuel.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon.
Let's go, baby.
You can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
All right, let's go.
Ready. You ready? Check, check, check.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Brees.
Nope.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
Oh, come on, man. Let's go. Over his head.
Picked off at the 33.
We'll start.
He's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Oh, it's perfect.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well,
all right, Saints, come on now. That's not the way to start against the commission. Not the way to start. Let's go.
They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, dang. All right.
The Saints take over first and 10. Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
It's our time. 13.
Shrugs him off. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5.
That wasn't the play. I was supposed to run it. What are you doing?
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On second down, Kamara trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And it brings up third down.
Ready? Double waiting. Get the ball.
From the gun on third down, Breeze.
Come on, man.
That's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
Come on, Rob. Let's go.
Thomas, the intended target.
Looking terrible already, buddy. Let's go.
There, didn't they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get that quarterback. And up. Safety creep. Sponge. No. Check 43.
Now it's Carson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up third and 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go. 56. March 56. I'm coming after you. Watch. Alert.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
No. Good play. Nobody getting over there. Let's go.
The sideline, a big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Let's go, baby. Make it tough down here.
Yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, switch gears. Hey, look for things.
A pitch back. And he will score.
Good play.
Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Easy.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
Yeah, right. Come on, man. The only one. Let's go. Come on. 3 guys split out like that, and that's the only one that's not open. Ah, come on.
So
let's
more
go.
Problems here in this
Good
first
job.
quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Now Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Let's go, Jordan.
A play like that with how far he had to go to make that sack shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first
It's
quarter.
tough
so
in
a lot of
Seattle, baby. Let's go.
opportunities
Can we
ahead.
get a missed field goal? Can we get a missed field goal? Heck no, oh, baby. Oh,
That's
heck yeah,
running
let's
out of
go.
steam, and it won't get there.
Let's score a
He left it
touchdown
just
now.
short.
Let's go.
No good, and this score will stay right
Let's
where
let them know
it
we
is.
belong, folks.
Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry
We
about.
belong,
I am a little
baby.
surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right.
Heck no, man. Come on, Rob. I had so much options there. Good job, dude. That's my bad.
Interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside
Don't
the
do
pocket
that.
and
Come
panics
on,
a little
man.
bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Eluding the pressure.
Man, I was trying to get over there. I got caught up.
Take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
280. Right there. 56. Bound to lose one.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flush to his right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Being chased at
There you go, boys. Let's go.
He's taken down. Cameron Jordan.
Don't forget about Cameron Jordan, baby. He wants the Saints to be in this game. Let's go.
The protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you?
He
we
wants
always
it.
talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
At the 48-yard line.
95-56. Check 4. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Come and get some. So tell your mama and tell your daddy. Whole damn world, this is Seahawk territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy. Because we ain't scared, because we the Saints. This is Saints territory. Let's go. We got to get a score here, baby. That's our only way. That's our only way.
Leads this one with Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Kamara.
Oh, ouch, ouch.
Barely
50.
able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Bandit. Go Mike 50, Mike 50. You. Kill. 50, Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Breeze.
I was testing you. You all over that. I was hoping you to break off that. Come on, Rob. What are you doing?
He couldn't get the hook up there that time.
Jordan Cameron giving you a chance, and you just can't do it.
3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a spin contest?
Yeah.
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
56 to Mike. Check 56.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Let's go. Bang, 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 bang. Got it. We got double up. Go. Out. Do it.
Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
See, right there, 56. Let's put him on the bus. Zebra. Check three. Shoot. bud. 4 down, 4 down. 56 to Mike. Alert, 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 alert. Let's go, D. All right.
Wilson now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon.
Let's go, defense. Defense good. We just can't get the offense going. That's all. Offense is killing me. It's ugly.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out.
Oh, come on, Rob. Man, that's terrible. I'm just seeing it too late, I guess. That's crazy. Good play.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had.
Don't give up 20-yarders, baby.
Be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Carson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 50, check 50. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. One left, one left. Green,
room here to run. The 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak is
all right, let's push them in there, baby.
Together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in.
Come on,
for
Rob.
a Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks
Come
are able to
on,
stretch
Rob.
that lead
Let's
out
go,
a bit
baby.
further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming from Wilson and the Seahawks. From the shotgun, Wilson, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
It's tough in Seattle, baby.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. This is Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Let's go, let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Oh, man, let's go.
To escape, and he goes down.
No
Credit the sack
chance
to
on that
Shaquem
one.
Griffin.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. It got his man complete.
There you go. Let's go.
That
6
one goes
interceptions,
for
Breeze. That is
30
not
yards.
acceptable, baby.
Obviously, they're
Not
not where they want to be right
acceptable.
now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They run it again with Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision.
Let's go.
Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and he'll take it into the end zone.
Finally,
for the
shoot,
Saints
let's go.
touchdown.
We can score.
Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll pitch it back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
What? 280. 56, right there, 56. Hey, let's get this, get this. Hey, hey. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Come on. Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Further, further.
Off. 56. Let's go double count right here, double count. All day, every day, any day. 56, Mike 56, right there.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Come on now.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run on first down. Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Let's go, baby.
Finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football.
Good job, Lattimore. Put your name in the book,
so that's
baby.
A nice job of focusing on the task at hand.
Not messing around with Seattle. They're kicking your butt right now.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. To throw again on 2nd down. Brees flushed out right.
Oh, I meant circle.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and through. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Check. Lucky. You kill.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Push him back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Getting smacked up today, baby. This is why I quit Call of Duty 4, to get smacked up in Madden. Love it. I love it. Good job, dude.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, of course not. Of course he can't hold on to that ball. Let's go.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
No, we threw a lot of interceptions, baby. That's why they're making fun of us today. Offense is garbage.
The Saints on 3rd down.
That's right, though. We'll work on it, baby.
Once
We'll
in
work
4
on it.
tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First down.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That is incomplete.
Get out of here, man.
Showed off the arm strength there, but to no
It's gonna be our season, baby.
Down.
Hopefully this isn't our season. Oh, Sanders.
You know, things started out
But I like you,
poorly in
Sanders.
this
You're
game,
looking
and
good, though,
to be
bro.
frank, they just really haven't gotten much
No lie,
better.
no
And all
lie.
that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Woo, we got one, baby. We got two.
Thomas.
Let's go,
His
Demarius.
second touchdown on
Welcome
the
to the
season.
Saints. I didn't even know you were on the
Saints
Saints.
get a bit closer.
Nice.
They
Old man still
found a gap
got
in the
it.
post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Linebacker playing
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
If I'm not making no tackles, it could be in the middle
linebacker. Back in the
linebacker.
first half, a running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
What we got?
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. Now
Derek
third
Watt.
down
Nobody
is
ever heard
looming.
Derek
Pick up a
Watt.
2 on first down and just 1 yard there. On third down, it's Carson, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near
ball,
enough.
so we try to practice
Now
score
we'll get
one
a quick
time.
timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson, flush to his right. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Look at that athletic.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
95-56, 95-56.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And brought in by the tight end.
Take it.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it?
Dang,
Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Officer Siege.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Yeah, we'll let you have that one. I man blitzed on that one. I didn't care. I thought you was running. I gave up. Didn't matter. It was a freebie.
With his first
the freebie you took advantage of. That's all.
And the Seahawk, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now the Saints will use their
try and get a little garbage time, baby, for our fantasy.
As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
A little action for him.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll wind up losing
good job,
5
dude.
yards or so on the return, but no
9
matter,
picks.
got the football back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tempo, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could plans. I do what I